taxi to
Velocity
terminal.
65,
Via
runway
Bravo.
34 left, cleared for immediate
Qantas
takeoff, language
539er.
altitude 1000, contact departure. What? Welcome back to Gilby Games, here for another round of Tower Simulator 3. Today I'm going to play one of the community airports and one of my local airports that I've flown into countless times, Sydney Kingsford Smith Airport. We'll go today with the live weather. I have looked at how the airport is running on flight radar, and it's a rather interesting combination. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll do a nighttime stint. I've personally flown 1800 quite a number of times. We'll go Nurja's design and we'll preload for 4 hours. Today it's running arrivals on both 3-4 left and 3-4 right. I think 3-4 right will get we'll get all of the smaller stuff in on 3-4 right, and the larger in. Do we do regionals? Yeah, most of the planes come in as regionals, so we'll leave regionals there on 3-4 left. Okay, turn on the airport lights. I'll just pause this because the airport does get quite busy quite quick. So we have everything coming, the larger stuff coming in on 3-4 left and the smaller stuff coming in on 3-4 right. For those that don't know Sydney, down this side we've got all of our internationals. Up here we've got all of the domestic, so Qantas, Jetstar, Velocity, Rex. Up the top we've got private and cargo, as well as ambulance flights. We've got some smaller GA up here in Kilo, and also down around Juliet. There's freight and GA. Airport operations. So if we've got everything coming in 3-4 left, they're likely to exit at Alpha 2 or Bravo 9. Rather short, very rare that anything would cross this runway here. And for 3-4 right, most will exit at Tango 2 or Uniform 1. This terminal, the domestic terminal here, will get all the planes going out on Charlie and coming in on Bravo. This junction here can be a little bit tricky, so we'll have everything going out on Bravo 10 and everything coming in on Lima, and we'll see how we go from there. I have noticed that they are currently getting some planes to line up at Lima, so we'll give that a go and see how we go from there. The airport is quite dark, as you can see. Even with the lights on, there's not a lot of terminal lighting, and you can see quite a lot of tail lights here. So we'll spend most of the time in the terminal tonight. I've got a series of cameras set up, so we've got one over the top of the domestic terminal. Oh, hello, Virgin. Getting ready. What have we got? We've got some Qantas. We've got Qantas here, so you can see that there's quite a few that are getting ready to push back already. We've got one camera above the international terminal. There we go, A380, beautiful. Oh, pushback truck. We've got a pushback truck, but no plane. That's very interesting. So, yeah, so we've got a few international flights lined up ready, but yeah, we'll spend most of the time in the tower tonight, and yeah, we'll see how we go.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 37 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Jetstar 37, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Jetstar 37.
Jetstar. Oh, that was the pushback truck. It's interesting, there was no tail lights or anything else on there. Huh. We're going to need to do a lot of crossing of runways. Runway 07 and 25 don't get used that often, so yeah, we'll need to do a bit of crossing in order to get the planes down to 34 left and 34 right. Have we got anything coming in? Yes, we do. Look at this. Starting off with a heavy.
Sydney ground, New Zealand 110 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
New Zealand 110, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. New Zealand 110.
219 and 220.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 37 ready to taxi.
Oh, that was quick. Jetstar 37, runway 34 left at Alpha 5, cross runway 07.
Runway 34 left at Alpha 5, cross runway 07. Jetstar 37.
Now the question is, am I going to be able to push back velocity?
Sydney ground, velocity 65 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Velocity 65, standby.
Roger, velocity 65.
I've got a feeling they're going to push back into each other.
Sydney Tower, Q-Link 2031 on final 34 right.
Q-Link 2031, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34 right, clear to land. Q-Link 2031.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 28 heavy on final 34 left.
Qantas 28 heavy, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Qantas 28 heavy.
Sydney ground, Q-Link 1449 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Q-Link 1449, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Q-Link 1449.
Sydney ground, New Zealand 110 ready to taxi.
New Zealand 110, runway 34 right at Alpha 5.
Negative. Taxiway not found. New Zealand 110.
New Zealand 110, runway 34 left at Alpha 5, cross runway 07.
Runway 34 left at Alpha 5, cross runway 07, New Zealand 110.
I could get them to go full length, but...
Sydney ground, velocity 537 with information Charlie, requesting push and start.
Velocity 65, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Velocity 65.
Velocity 537, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Velocity 537.
Don't know why I did that.
Sydney Tower, velocity 528 on final 34 left.
It's starting to get a little bit busy. I see you. How far out is Qantas? Oh, we can.
Sydney ground, Q-Link 1449 ready to taxi.
Q-Link 1449, runway 34 right via Bravo 10. Is that going to work? Yes.
Runway 34 right via Bravo 10. Q-Link 1449.
Jetstar 531 is ready to push back.
Sydney ground. Jetstar 531 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Jetstar 37, runway 34 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Although I think
Runway
they would
34
normally
left,
contact
cleared for
departure
immediate
at
takeoff.
6000.
On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 37.
Sydney ground. Velocity 537 ready to taxi.
Velocity 537, runway 34 right, via Bravo 10, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, via Bravo 10. Cross runway
I could have got
25.
velocity to push back.
Velocity 537. Sydney ground. Velocity 65 ready to taxi.
Velocity 65, runway 34 left at Alpha 5, cross runway 07. So I just have to be a little bit
Runway
careful with
34
planes
left,
coming off at
at
Alpha 2.
5. Cross runway
This
07.
intersection here.
Velocity 65.
Oh, are these two going to collide?
Sydney
No.
Tower.
Q-Link is going
Jetstar
quite
204
fast.
on final 34 left.
Q-Link's going a lot faster than Velocity. What have we got? Okay. Are you going to take off yet? Come on, lift off, lift off, lift off, lift off. Whoa. I think we just made it.
Sydney ground. Qantas 147 with information Charlie.
Yep.
Requesting
We
push
just
and
made it.
start.
Q-Link 1449er, cross runway 25. Qantas 147, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Cross runway 25.
Jetstar 531,
Q-Link
pushback approved,
1449er.
expect runway 34 left. Oh, that's a bit noisy, what's
Pushback
that?
approved, expect runway 34 left. Qantas 147.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Jetstar 531.
Qantas 28 heavy, 787. Q-Link 2031, exit at uniform 1.
Exit at taxiway uniform 1. Q-Link 2031.
Oh, we got a GA. November 850 X-Ray Romeo, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Qantas
November
28 heavy,
850 X-Ray
taxi to
Romeo.
terminal, cross runway 07.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 07. Qantas 28 heavy.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 539 are on final 34 left.
Q-Link 2031, taxi to terminal via Lima Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Lima. Bravo. Q-Link 2031.
Oh. Velocity 528, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Did I get it? Very late
Altitude
clearance.
is low. Velocity 528.
Sydney ground.
Did we just get it go
Jetstar
around?
531 ready to taxi.
Jetstar 204, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Need to remember to keep an eye on
Runway
that.
34 left. Cleared to land.
New Zealand
Jetstar
110, runway
204.
34 left, line up and wait.
Runway 34 left. Line up and wait.
Qantas
New Zealand
147, runway
110.
34 left at Alpha 5, cross runway 07. New Zealand 226, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Jetstar 531, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 left at Alpha 5. Cross runway 07. Qantas 147.
Damn, we had to go around.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34
Oh,
left.
good.
New Zealand 226. Runway 34 left at Lima.
New
Via
Zealand
Charlie.
110,
Cross
runway
25.
34 left, cleared
Jetstar
for immediate
531.
takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
November
New Zealand
850
110.
X-Ray Romeo, runway 34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10.
Runway 34 right. Via Charlie. Bravo 10. November 850 X-Ray Romeo.
Sydney ground. Qantas 147 ready to taxi.
We're getting a lot.
Sydney ground. November
34
850 X-Ray Romeo ready to taxi.
Are we going to
Sydney
make it?
Tower. Velocity 182 on final 34 left.
Come on, take off. We're going to get another go around, or is it going to land?
Sydney ground.
Lift off.
November
Lift off.
850
Lift off.
X-ray Romeo with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Yes. It's very close. Qantas 539er, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Qantas 539er.
That could have been nasty. Qantas 743, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
So we're going
Qantas
there, we're going
743.
Okay.
Sydney ground.
New Zealand 226
ready to taxi.
New Zealand 226, runway 34 left at Alpha 5, cross runway 07.
Runway 34
Q-link
left.
2031,
at Alpha 5,
cross runway
cross
25.
runway 07. New Zealand 226.
Cross runway 25. Q-link 2031.
Going around velocity 528.
That was a bit late.
Sydney ground. New Zealand 226 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Velocity 65, runway 34 left, line up behind next landing aircraft. Jetstar 204, taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf.
Runway 34 left. Line up behind next landing aircraft.
Q-link
Velocity
1449er, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf.
Busy
Jetstar
days,
204.
busy days.
Runway 34 right, clear for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure, Q-link 1449er.
Sydney
You're gonna
Tower,
have to sit there
Qantas
for a bit.
541 on
Qantas?
final 34 left.
Sydney ground. Qantas 743 ready to taxi.
Oh, Rex.
Sydney ground. Qantas 743 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Jetstar 204, cross runway 09er. 09er? Yeah. Jetstar 204, cross runway 07. Where did 09er come from?
Negative. I'm arrival. Jetstar 204. Cross runway 07. Jetstar 204.
Velocity 182, runway 34 left, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Velocity 182.
Qantas 539er, taxi to terminal via Bravo.
Taxi to terminal.
Velocity 65,
via
runway
Bravo.
34 left, cleared for immediate
Qantas
takeoff on reaching
539er.
altitude 1000, contact departure. What? Velocity 65, runway 34 left, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Negative. I'm on the ground. Velocity 65.
Oh good, it's moving. Velocity 537, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Rex 145, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34
Velocity
left.
743.
Clear for immediate takeoff. On
Runway
reaching
34
altitude 1000.
left at
Contact
Lima
departure.
via Charlie.
Velocity 65.
What? Qantas 743, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie.
Runway 34 right.
Jetstar
Clear for takeoff.
531,
On reaching
runway
altitude
34
1000.
left, line up
Contact
behind
departure.
next landing aircraft.
Velocity 537.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Rex 145.
Qantas 541, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Negative. I'm on the ground. Velocity 65.
Qantas 539er. Oh, no, not yet. Jetstar 768, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie. Qantas 743.
Qantas 147, runway 34 left, line up behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 34 left. Line up behind next landing
Qantas
aircraft.
539er, cross
Jetstar
runway
531.
25.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Qantas 541.
Jetstar 531, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 182, taxi to terminal, cross runway 07.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Jetstar 768.
Runway 34 left,
Weird.
line up behind next landing aircraft. Qantas 147.
Cross runway 25.
Rex
Qantas
145,
539.
runway 34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar
November
531.
850 X-ray Romeo, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Taxi to terminal. Cross runway 07.
Definitely near the terminal.
Velocity 182.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Bravo 10.
Quite a
Cross
few
runway
that are ready
25.
to go.
Rex 145.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. November 850 X-ray Romeo.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 466 on final 34 left.
Jetstar 768, runway 34 right via Charlie, Bravo 10, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right via Charlie. Bravo 10. Cross runway 25. Jetstar 768.
Is coming back.
Sydney ground, Rex 145 ready to taxi.
Qantas 466, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Qantas 466.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 136 on final 34 left.
Qantas 147, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Should have done immediate.
Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 147.
Qantas 541, taxi to terminal via Bravo, hold short. Bravo, I need to find out what that is actually. Qantas 541, taxi to terminal via Bravo, cross runway 25.
Command's property error. Qantas 541. Taxi to terminal via Bravo.
New
Cross
Zealand
runway
226,
25.
runway
Qantas
34 left,
541.
line up behind next landing aircraft. Oh,
Runway 34
I
left,
need to pause
line
for
up
a
behind
second.
next landing aircraft. New Zealand 226.
okay. I want to go and have a look at ambulance. Does it have ambulance livery on it, or is it just plain white? It looks like it's just plain white. The inside doesn't look like an ambulance to me, but yeah, okay. Alright,
Sydney ground. Jetstar 768 ready to taxi.
ambulance 281 approved, expect runway 25.
Approved, expect runway 25.
Okay, this is
281.
quite interesting. I've got flight
Sydney
radar
Tower.
up
Velocity 528 on final
my
34 left.
second monitor, and just as I've given that ambulance command, an ambulance plane has come up ready for departure. That's very creepy. I'm doing different time zone too, time period as well, so it's, yeah.
Sydney ground, Rex 145 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 479er, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved. Expect
Qantas
runway 34
743,
left.
cross runway 25.
Qantas 479er.
Cross runway 25, Qantas 743.
I need to, what is that?
Sydney ground. Jetstar 768 with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
Bravo 2. Qantas 541, hold short, Bravo 2. Oh. Qantas 541, hold short, Bravo 2. Thank you.
Negative. I'm on the ground.
New Zealand
Qantas 541.
226, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 136, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Hold short of taxiway Bravo 2. Qantas 541.
Qantas 466, taxi to terminal via Bravo, hold short, Bravo 2.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. New Zealand 226.
Ambulance 281, runway 25. Line up and wait.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Qantas 136.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Hold short of taxiway Bravo 2. Qantas 466.
Runway 25, line up and wait. Ambulance
So,
281.
the ambulance
Sydney ground.
that's taken
Ambulance
off at the moment
281 ready to
is
taxi.
going to go runway 25. So
Sydney ground. Qantas
This is definitely real
479
world.
ready to taxi.
Qantas 479er, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie.
Runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie. Qantas 479er.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 462 on final 34 left.
Velocity 528, runway 34 left, cleared to land. We'll actually give them a
Runway
proper
34
landing
left,
clearance.
cleared to land. Velocity 528.
Qantas 743, runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Runway 34 left, line up and wait.
Qantas 466, cross runway 25.
Cross runway 25. Qantas 466.
Excuse me. Ambulance 281, runway 25, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 25, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Ambulance 281.
I'm going to see it. Is it going to move fast? Oh, it's moving pretty fast.
Sydney ground. Ambulance 281 with information Charlie. Ready to start.
Qantas 541, continue taxi. Qantas 743, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. It's going to be tight.
Continue taxi. Qantas 541.
Qantas 136, taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf, cross runway 07.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 743.
Come on, Qantas. Come on.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Golf, cross runway 07. Qantas 136.
Take off, take off, take off. Oh no, we've got another go around on 528.
Sydney ground. Qantas 479er with information Charlie. Requesting push and start.
I should have done immediate. Oh well. Wow, that velocity pilot's going to
Sydney
be really
ground.
upset.
Velocity 528 going around. There's traffic on the runway.
Rex 145, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Rex
Velocity 528,
145.
contact departure. He's going to be really grumpy.
Departures on 123.0. Velocity 528. Good evening.
Qantas 466, continue taxi. These departures are
Continue
quite
taxi.
slow. I don't think this
Qantas
is real world traffic
466.
because both velocity
Sydney
and
Tower,
Qantas
velocity
depart every
663 on final 3 for right.
It's every 30 minutes to every capital city. There's constant flights.
Sydney Tower.
So,
Qantas 1989er on final 34 left.
compared to real world. Oh. Qantas 462, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Qantas 462.
Velocity 663, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34 right, cleared to land. Velocity 663.
Oh. Qantas 479, across runway 25.
Cross runway 25. Qantas 479er.
Jetstar 768, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 768.
Velocity 567, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Velocity 567. Sydney ground. Velocity 567 with information Delta. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 1989er, runway 34 left, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Qantas 1989er.
Qantas 462, taxi to terminal via Bravo, hold short Bravo 2, cross runway 25. Wow, that was a mouthful.
Taxi to terminal via Bravo. Hold short of runway 25. Turn right 25 degrees. Qantas 462.
What? That's weird. That was not the command that I gave it.
Sydney ground. Velocity 567 ready to taxi.
Not much happening in the international terminal. Got a Qantas with its light on. We've got a Virgin. Yeah. We've got a couple of Qantas with their lights on.
Sydney ground. Qantas 544 with information Delta. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 544, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Velocity 567, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, cross runway 25. Got time.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Qantas 479,
Qantas
runway
544.
34 left, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000. Contact departure.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Bravo 10. Cross runway 25. Velocity 567.
Qantas 462. Cross runway 25. Hold short. Bravo 2. What? Qantas 462. Cross runway 25. Hold short. Bravo 2.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000.
Singapore.
Contact departure. Qantas 479er.
Duplicated command. Qantas 462. Cross runway 25. Hold short of taxiway Bravo 2. Qantas 462.
Sydney Tower. Singapore 7438 heavy on final 34 left.
Sydney ground. Qantas 544 ready for taxi.
Sydney ground. Qantas 1989er going around. There is traffic on the runway.
What? I'm really
Sydney
having a bad
ground.
time here.
Qantas 1 Super with information Delta. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 1989er, contact departure.
Departures on 123.0. Qantas 1989er.
Qantas
Good
544, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie. Cross runway 25. Qantas 544.
Singapore 7438 heavy, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Qantas 1 Super, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Qantas.
Runway 34 left. Cleared to land. Singapore 7438 heavy.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Qantas 1 Super.
Disappointed, I've had way too many go-arounds. Not a good session. Velocity 663, taxi to terminal via Uniform 1, No. Velocity 663, taxi to terminal via Uniform 1, Lima, Bravo, Golf.
Taxi to terminal via Uniform 1, Lima, Bravo, Golf, velocity 663.
Qantas 462, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Qantas 462.
Forgot. My A380 in the dark. Ah, such a beautiful plane. Love it. Love it,
Sydney
love it,
Tower.
love it.
Jetstar 809er on final 34 left.
These aren't going to come into contact, are they? No. What have we got? That's okay. I'm going to do a dance behind my head.
Sydney ground. Qantas 1 Super ready to taxi.
Awesome! Qantas 1 Super, runway 34 left, cross runway 07.
Runway 34 left. Cross runway 07. Qantas 1 Super.
I don't think they need the full length, but I'll give them the full length anyway.
Sydney ground. Qantas 653 with information Delta. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 653, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Qantas 653.
Do, do, do. Really bad at strip management. It's a good thing I have 2-3 assistant on the other monitor. Everything's just moving okay. It's slowed down a bit. I might actually try and create the real schedule and do another session with it, see how that goes. I hear more Singapore 777. There's a lot of nav lights on. Is this going to get very busy?
Sydney ground. Qantas 653 ready to taxi.
Let's turn them back on. Just taking a couple of thumbnails. Right, so Jetstar 809er, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Okay,
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Jetstar 809er.
Velocity 567, runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 663, cross runway 25. Qantas 653, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Velocity 567.
Singapore 7438 heavy, taxi to terminal via Alpha, Golf, cross runway 07. Qantas 544, runway 34 left, line up behind, next landing aircraft.
Cross runway 25, velocity 663.
It's my baby taxiing
Runway
out.
34 left at Lima via Charlie. Cross runway 25.
Rather quiet.
Qantas
I was
653.
expecting it to be a bit noisier than that.
Taxi to terminal.
Tower windows
via
must be
Alpha,
very
Golf. Cross runway
well
07.
insulated.
Singapore 7438 heavy.
Runway 34 left, line up behind next landing aircraft. Qantas 544.
Sydney Tower, Q-Link 2230 on final 34 right.
Sydney Tower, velocity 528 on final 34 left.
Let's see if we can get velocity in this time. Velocity 528, runway 34 left, cleared to land. Q-Link 2230, runway 34 right, cleared to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared to land. Velocity 528.
What? Jetstar's coming off there.
Runway 34 right, cleared to land. Q-Link 2230.
That would explain why they don't line up at Bravo 10. Interesting. Jetstar 809er, taxi to terminal, cross runway 25.
Taxi to terminal, cross runway 25. Jetstar 809er.
Have I got time? Yep. Qantas 1 Super, runway 34 left, line up and wait. Qantas 544, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left. Line up and wait. Qantas 1 Super.
Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 544.
Sydney ground, Qantas 163 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
Qantas 163, pushback approved, facing west. Oh, you can do northwest.
Pushback approved facing northwest. Qantas 163.
Qantas 163, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. You're going to say no, negative, not a terminal.
Negative. Am not a terminal. Qantas 163.
I think I just made a boo-boo. Qantas 1 Super, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 1 Super.
Here it comes. I think we'll finally land 528, get him to the gate, and that will be the wrap for this episode.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 1989 on final 34 left.
Oh, 1989 was a go around as well, wasn't it? Maybe. Qantas 653, runway 34 left, line up behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 34 left. Line up behind next landing aircraft. Qantas 653.
Oh, he's going to go full length.
Qantas 163 ready to taxi.
Ah, good. He's off. Jetstar 749er, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved.
Qantas 163, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie. Whoa, he's actually got to land.
Runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie. Qantas 163.
I'm impressed.
Sydney Ground.
Qantas
Jetstar 749 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Qantas 1989er.
Whoa, I'm impressed. He actually got to land. Okay. I think we'll let 1989 land.
Jetstar 529 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
Jetstar 529, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Oh. Q-Link 2230, exit at uniform 1.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Jetstar 529er.
Qantas 653, runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. What? Oh, don't tell me. Runway alert? Huh? What are you talking about? Qantas flight 653? No disaster, but the planes got too close to each other.
Exit at taxiway uniform 1. Q-Link 2230.
Runway 34 left.
How much space do we have to give
takeoff.
the
On reaching
Super?
altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 653.
I would have thought 20 would have been enough.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 102 on final 34 left.
Velocity 528, taxi to terminal via Bravo Golf, cross runway 25.
Taxi to terminal. Drive Bravo, Golf, cross runway 25, velocity 528.
Well, hang on, there's too many here.
Sydney Ground.
Jetstar 749, runway 34
ready for
right,
taxi.
via Charlie, Bravo 10, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, cross runway 25. Jetstar 749.
That should have been more than enough. Why did I get penalised?
Sydney Ground. Jetstar 426 with information Delta, requesting push and start.
Q-Link 2230, taxi to terminal via Lima, Bravo.
Taxi to terminal via Lima. Bravo. Q-Link 2230.
Sydney Ground, Jetstar 529 are ready to taxi.
Jetstar 529, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, Jetstar 529er.
Sydney Tower, Qantas 470 on final 34 left.
Jetstar 426, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Jetstar 426.
And we have touchdown for 1989er. Yay! Jetstar 529er, cross runway 25.
Cross runway 25, Jetstar 529er.
There you are. I see you. On behalf of YSSY Tower, I apologise for you needing to go around. Where did you come from?
Sydney ground, velocity 973 with information echo. Requesting push and start.
Qantas 1989er, taxi to terminal, cross runway 07. Velocity 973, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Taxi to terminal.
Qantas 102, runway 34 left, clear to land.
1989er.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Velocity 973.
Q-link 2230, cross runway 25. Jetstar 426, runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie.
Runway 34 left, clear to land. Qantas 102.
Cross runway 25. Q-link 2230.
Runway 34 left at Lima via Charlie. Jetstar 426.
Velocity 874, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Velocity 874.
Sydney Tower, Jetstar 461 on final 34 left. Sydney ground, Jetstar 426 ready to taxi.
Sydney ground, velocity 874 with information echo, requesting push and start.
We're almost
Sydney ground, velocity 973 ready to taxi.
Qantas 470, runway 34 left, clear to land. Qantas 102, taxi to terminal, cross runway 07. Why are these going to the international
Runway
terminal?
34 left, clear to land.
102, where did you come from? Oh, you came from Nadi.
Taxi
Okay.
to terminal, cross runway 07. Qantas 102.
Okay.
Sydney ground, velocity 874 ready to taxi.
Sydney Tower, Emirates 416 super on final 34 left.
Ooh. Did I just hear a super? Jetstar 461, runway 34 left, clear to land. Jetstar 426, cross runway 25.
Runway 34
Qantas
left,
163,
clear to land.
runway 34
Jetstar
left, line up
461.
behind next landing aircraft.
Cross runway 25. Jetstar 426.
Runway 34 left, line up behind next landing aircraft. Qantas 163.
Jetstar 749, runway 34 right, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, clear for immediate takeoff. On reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Jetstar 749er.
I could extend to wait for the Emirates Super, but
Sydney ground, Jetstar
I'm not going to be able to see
820
them
with
clearly anyway
information
because it's
echo,
dark.
requesting push and start.
Velocity 973, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, cross runway 25. Velocity 874, runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie.
Qantas
Bravo
483,
10.
pushback approved,
Cross
facing
runway
south.
25. Velocity 973.
Jetstar 820, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Qantas 163, runway 34 left, cleared for immediate takeoff on reaching altitude 1000, contact departure. Qantas 470, taxi to terminal via Bravo, hold short Bravo 2, cross runway 25.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie, Bravo 10. Cross runway 25, velocity 874.
Okay, I did say I was going to end it
Pushback
at...
approved, facing south. Qantas 483.
How far out is the Super? Oh, the Super's quite a distance out. No, I'm going to end it there. There is a lot of nav lights on, so it's going to get quite busy soon. But I'm going to call it there and end the episode. As always, if you have any comments, would like to see any content or anything you would like me to show differently, leave a comment and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.